Okay, Toastmaster Joy, you can go ahead.
Yes. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Joy George, and today I am going to be the sergeant at arms for the club. I welcome you all to the 229th online meeting of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. There are 4 ground rules which have to follow during this meeting. Please switch off mobile phones or put it in a silent mode. Second one, everyone put their mic at mute at all times during this meeting except the speaker. Third one, do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. Fourth one, for your safety and others, please wear mask if you are outside and use hand sanitizer often, and also take care of all emergency exits while you are in the meeting. All Toastmasters and guests, please switch on the audio and video now and repeat with me the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Every adversity comes with an opportunity. Try to collect it. Opportunities wait for no one. Therefore, one should jump at the opportunities without first come and make the best use of them. Opportunities without first giving to ability to achieve them. So quit making excuses. I would like to call with a fantastic leader, our president, Toastmaster Counter Reddy, to this 229th meeting with warm pleasure. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Toastmaster Joy George, to introduction me. Yes, we are today another month, another meeting. 229th Bhavan's online meeting, and as a special meeting, a Speakathon. Today, we are going to witness 8 great speakers and equivalently 8 evaluators. We have a bundle of learning today. We can get it too much of learning with these distinguished speakers. So about Toastmaster International, the Toastmaster International is a non-profit organization. Its headquarters in Colorado, USA, and about 350,000 more members and 16,200 clubs around 143 countries. It's be a supportive and positive learning experience among the individuals and created great leaders. As a Toastmaster, core values, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. With this, today, Toastmaster Latif, we have any changes in the agenda?
No, President. Agenda is as per the shared last one at the group, our group, and here is in front of you, all the members.
So thank you.
I've shared it
thank you for your confirmation about the agenda. And I will invite our club secretary. You are posted for the minutes in the last meeting.
Yes, sir, I did. Yes.
Thank you for your confirmation. So let's move for today's guest. We have any non-Toastmaster guests like Toastmaster Shiva Nandini? Toastmaster Shiva Nandini, you're there? Yes.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Can you introduce yourself? You're a Toastmaster or a guest from?
No. I'm a guest. I'm from Malaysia.
Okay.
This is my first time attending this Bhavan's Toastmaster meeting. I'm really excited to looking forward in future. Thank you.
Sure, definitely. Welcome and be with us. You can enjoy the rest of the meeting. And Toastmaster Gauri, I think you're from Kuwait.
Hi, actually, I'm from Malaysia as well.
Oh,
I'm from
great.
Sungai Petani Toastmasters Club, Malaysia.
Great. Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome
I was
to Bhavan's
invited by
Toastmaster.
DM Abhijit.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Be with us and
Thank you so much.
So with this moment, we will take further our meeting to proceeding. For today's meeting to conduct, we have a dynamic lady with a young talent, we can say. She is a professionally as engineer, working as cost control profession, and she is working in Pizza Roti International Company. So you all know that she is enthusiastic and dynamic. I will welcome to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shruti Saju on the virtual podium. Toastmaster Shruti Saju, take over and proceed your meetings.
Thank you, President, for the warm welcome. A very good evening to all the dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests. First and foremost, let me remind you and wish you all a happy Independence Day. As we know, we'll be celebrating India's Independence Day tomorrow. Pakistan's is celebrating today. Let us all have a wonderful time in these 2 days. So we all know, my name is Shruti Saji, and I'm a civil engineering graduate. I'm working in Pizza Roti as a cost controller. Today, I will be your Toastmaster of the day. Today's meeting is one of a kind, and it would be a memorable one in the history of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. I hope everyone over here would be knowing the reason why. As Tokyo Olympics 2020 ended last week with wonderful and pompous display of historic accomplishment, we Toastmasters at Bhavan's Toastmasters Club are just beginning ours. The news has been out for weeks. BTC's marathon of speeches, Speakathon, is taking place today. With 8 eloquent speakers, 8 amazing evaluators, and a wonderful panel of role players headed by the general evaluator, we are entering into today's session. The theme for the day is, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. There is no human being who is living without any problem. Be it a rich person or a poor person, each one of us have problems of our own. But somehow, with a little hope and a bit of faith and a little change in perspective, a lot of hard work, we would be able to see each problem as a stepping stone to a new opportunity. Winston Churchill, one of the famous leaders in the history, once said, "The pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty." Now, moving to today's session, it will be of 3 parts: prepared speech session, evaluation session, and business session. Now, I would like to introduce you to the role players of the day. First and foremost, we have Toastmaster Santosh Patros as the grammarian of the day. He has been the Toastmaster since 2019 with Bhavan's Toastmasters Club and is currently serving as the immediate past president of BTC. By profession, he's a sales manager in shipping and logistics. He's an active member of various cultural associations. His thought on the theme of the day is, every problem is an opportunity for an optimist. Stay positive despite all odds. I would like to invite Toastmaster Santosh to give a brief description about his role for the day and to introduce us to the word of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shruti Saji. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All right. A warm good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, as a grammarian, it's my role is to present the word of the day. At the same time, to keep monitoring the good usages of your words, vocabularies, and the wrong usages of your words as well. So all the speakers, I would like to encourage to use good usages of your phrase and good usage of English, grammar throughout your speeches. Today, the word of the day is captivate. Captivate means to attract, charm. So I was for example, I was captivated by yet another super Toastmaster, DTM Pramuk Bose, to the BTC fraternity. So that's an example. So you can use captivate throughout your speeches. Try to use good usage of English as well. And when I'm called upon, I will present my report to the general evaluators. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. Now for the general evaluator role, we have a Toastmaster who is always seen with a smiling face and wonderful ideas. An HR professional and VP membership of BTC, we have Toastmaster Susan Abraham as the general evaluator of today's session. Her approach on the theme of the day is a quote by Martin Luther King. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. A warm welcome to Toastmaster Susan to explain her role for the day.
Thank you. Thank you, TM Shruti, for a warm welcome. And it was a captivating start to the meeting. The great theme of the day, great start. And thank you for a great welcome. Good evening to all dear Toastmasters and guests and all Toastmasters who have joined from other clubs. Today, my role is of a general evaluator. I believe each one of us as Toastmasters are staunch believers of not only improving ourselves, but also supporting others to come up and develop themselves each day. Taking on the role of a general evaluator improves critical thinking, organization, time management, motivational and team building skills. So every role in a Toastmaster meeting has its own meaning. So as a general evaluator, I'll be evaluating every part of the meeting. And I have a panel of 8. Today, I have a panel of 8 speech evaluators, grammarian, art counter, pronunciation master, and hark master. We'll all be evaluating, giving our evaluations, and I'll be giving my evaluation towards the end when I'm called upon. Thank you very much, and wishing all the speakers and evaluators all the best. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Susan. Time is a rare luxury which cannot be purchased at any cost. To notify us today of this rare luxury, we have our timer of the day, Toastmaster Manoj Matthew. Currently working in Kuwait Airways as Standard and Compliance Auditor, he is also the VP Public Relations of BTC. His view on the theme of the day is, quote, "In my opinion, it is all about how we look at and handle things in our life. For every problem, there is a solution if you handle it in the correct way." I would like to extend a warm welcome to Toastmaster Manoj Matthew to explain his role for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhi, the TMOD of the day. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. One of the greatest quality of a good speaker is to ensure the speeches are crafted and delivered within the time specified for each project. It is also one of the challenges faced by many Toastmasters. That is why Toastmasters International have a role called timers. For today, my role is to monitor the time for your speeches, prepared speeches, as well as for the evaluations. We have two categories of speeches, which is prepared speeches, and within that we have two categories. One is 5 to 7 minutes, and the other one is 10 to 11 minutes. For the 5 to 7 minute, I'll be showing you. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green cards at 5 minutes. And at 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing you the red. And you can continue your speeches another 30 seconds. After that, you'll be disqualified. For the 10 to 11 minute, at 10 minutes, I'll be showing the green cards. And at 10 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be showing the yellow cards. And at 11 minutes, I'll be showing the red cards. But the third category is 2 to 3 minutes. And for that, at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green cards. And at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll be showing the yellow cards. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red cards. For evaluations, I'll show the green cards at 2 minutes and yellow cards at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and red cards at 3 minutes. You can continue extra, you can take up to 30 seconds extra for your speeches. Which I hope all of the speeches and the speakers and evaluators will ensure to keep your timings, to maintain your standard, as well as not to disqualify yourself from the speeches. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. All the way from Pakistan, we have the energetic and an inspiring personality of BTC, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. He will be the arc counter of the day. For today's meeting, he will be also donning the role as the vote counter and the tech host too. He's the VP Education of BTC. TM Latif is a true believer of the theme of the day, as no raindrop in the world accidentally falls in the wrong place. Please welcome Toastmaster Latif to explain his role for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Hello, audience. My role as an arc counter is to note down each and speakers of ahs and ums and filler words, what they use in their speeches. Normally, or basically, they use it unknowingly, but today we have a prepared speech and evaluations only session. So I feel it will be a less time, and I will be giving my report when called upon at the evaluation session. Moreover, I will be captivated by those speakers who will be using less or maybe none of the ah and ums or filler words. My second role as a vote counter will be, I will be floating on a Zoom poll after each session, which is the evaluation and the prepared speech session, for your all audience to give your best vote. One more thing which I would like to add, and sorry for the time, Toastmaster of the day. As a VP Education, I would like to just throw a surprise news today. We have a secret judge today, and he will be judging all the prepared speeches according to the speech ballot. That is nothing to do with the votes and everything. That is normal meeting procedures. But this secret judge will just help us how to prepare ourselves for the contest. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, and thank you very much. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif, for that wonderful surprise. Moving over to the pronunciation master of the day. He is truly a master in life, be it in the field of education or other activities. This personality shines like a bright star. Who else would it be other than the most recent distinguished Toastmaster of Bhavan's Club, DTM Mahesh Iyer. DTM Mahesh Iyer's approach to the theme of the day is, quote, it depends upon a common person to see a task as a problem or an opportunity. A successful leader always finds the opportunity in each problem and comes with an innovative and challenging solution always, and be an example to others. A hearty welcome to DTM Mahesh Iyer to today's meeting and to explain his role for the day.
Thank you very much. The most captivating person of today, that is Toastmaster of the day. and all the captivating Toastmasters, non-cost Toastmasters, and the secret judge. Pronunciation or pronunciation or pronunciation. We are going to determine today that which is the right way of doing it. Here's the right way of saying this word is pronunciation. So please pronounce properly so that I will have less work today. Thank you very much for calling me and entitling me as a pronunciation master for today. Thank you very much. All the best. And back to you, the captivating personality for today, Tia Modi.
Thank you, DT Mahesh Iyer. Hark Master of the Day is none other than one of the diligent members of BTC, Toastmaster Bijopi Babu. He's currently working as Operations Support Executive in Morad Yusuf Bakhbahani. He's a member in 2 Toastmasters Club and VP Education of BKMTC and Treasurer of BTC. Regarding the theme of the day, Toastmaster Bijo says that you can look at the same problem in 2 different ways. You can view a glass of water as half empty or half full. We are all faced with a number of challenges in our lives that are seldom very straightforward. Some give up while others take it as an opportunity to learn and improve. A very warm welcome to Toastmaster Bijopi Babu to explain his role of Hark Master in Toastmaster meetings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhi, for the warm introduction. Good evening, all Toastmasters and guests. The best leaders tend to be a great listener. Active listening helps in recognizing others' perspectives and feelings and help us appreciate them. This is not only help in resolving conflict, but also help foster a culture of respect. The main purpose of the Hark Master role to encourage effective listening during the meeting by compiling questions and running a quiz sessions towards the end. Today, as a Hark Master, my role is to check how well we have listened during the meeting. I will listen all speakers' speech and captivate by asking some questions in the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Tiamo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bijo. Now we have met all the role players of the day. Now moving over to today's prepared speech session or speakathon, we have 8 speakers presenting their ideas and views on various topics. First prepared speech will be presented by BTC veteran DTM Anil Kumar Ji Ravankar. He's a quality assurance professional, consultant and auditor, food safety trainer. He achieved Distinguished Toastmaster Educational Award from Toastmaster International in 2019. He's a chartered member of BTC and has many positions to his name. His view on the theme of the day are, as a quality assurance professional, it has been a way of life for me to take every problem head on. With years of experience, it has proved that the problems are in fact opportunity in disguise. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Anu John. She believes in life is to be lived to the fullest and life is actually not complicated. For Food for Body, wears the coat of a chartered accountant, and for Food for Soul, a voice volunteer for visually impaired. She's a reader, a traveler, and artist, and above all, a Toastmaster. A hearty welcome to Toastmaster Anu John to explain the speech objectives of DTM Anil Kumar Ji Ravankar's speech and to announce his speech title.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And I'm indeed very happy to be with Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. My speaker, Distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar Ji Ravankar, in his path Dynamic Leadership, he's attempting level 1, level 2, project 2. And the title of his speech is all is well. The time allotted for his speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And the purpose of my speaker's speech is as follows. The purpose of the project is for the member to clearly identify his primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. We are all ready to be captivated by the speech of distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar, and I wish all the best to my speaker. Back to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Yeah, Toastmaster of the day, back to you.
DTM Anil Kumarji Ravankar, are you ready?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, yes.
Am I clearly visible?
Yes.
Yes, good. Can I have the screen share, please? Moderator?
Yeah, you have it, sir. I think so.
Host?
Not audible. Okay.
Can you play, please?
Timer,
Once
just
again?
wait. Timer, just wait. Can I share the screen first and then you can share, DTM Anil, please? Is it possible?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, you have to stop the screen share. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let me know once you're ready.
Something new.
Timer, you can start in 1 minute. Huh? Once you hear the sound.
Who let the dogs out?
Dogs out.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Dogs out. We all were enjoying our life in this type of maleficious environment till 31st of December 2019. And then there was a sudden change in the global situation. Soon we adopted a new version of greeting people, replacing hello, hi with hope everything is well. Hope everything is well. I hope everything is well. A warm good evening to Toastmasters and distinguished guests. During COVID-19 pandemic, there was one peculiar thing we noticed around us, the leadership quality. And that particular leadership quality I'm speaking about is authoritative and the dictatorship. Friends, I'm sure you agree with my statement. Do you?
Yes, I agree.
Do you agree with me? Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not going to speak about COVID-19 pandemic. Rather, I am going to embark today on a special project in understanding leadership style. Now, this is something very new to me. We had heard about leaders. Let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you are a leader. If you feel you are a leader. The first place. Done. Now, to be a leader or to call yourself a leader, what are the qualities that we seek into? What are the attributes? Can we have some answers from the audience? You can mute. Host.
Yes, they are allowed.
Can I have some answers from the audience? Attributes of a leader.
Who shows the way, who knows the way, is the leader.
Yes.
Or leave legacy for
Excellent.
others.
What else? Very good. What else?
The one who leads from the friend.
Perfect. 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 What else? Well,
One who
you
never give
all
up
have said
in
it
the
right.
adversities.
Yes. Now here are 5 attributes of a successful leader. He should be a communicator. He should lead by example. He has to be optimistic and open-minded. And lastly, he must demonstrate integrity. Among all this, I would summarize a successful leader must be a very good communicator. It's the must. He must have a vision. Very, very important. And he must have that attitude to lead. Now, you may believe it or not, let me tell you that till the time I was deep neck in this project, studying what is leadership skill and what is his leadership style, I knew only 2 types of leaders. Good leader and a bad leader. But upon studying the project very carefully and attending a questionnaire of 48 questions and then summarizing them to conclude what are the skills or what are the leadership styles that I possess. Some new, and the score brought me in front of multiple mirrors. Now, what are the 8 leadership styles? As per Pathways New Learning Experience, these are the 8 leadership styles: the bureaucratic, authoritative, innovative, pace-setting, democratic, affiliative, coaching, altruistic. Now, when you say this, 8 different types of style, any person who is born to get confused and start thinking, what type of leader am I? And Toastmasters Pathway Learning helped me to discover that. Let me share with you my leadership style story. This is something new to me and I really enjoy doing it. Let me share with you the scoring. We should see from the chart, we have 2 leadership styles with the same score, that is 16. The third one is with 15, affiliative is 14, and then you have coaching on 14, again 15. And then you have bureaucratic and innovative on 13 each, and then you have pace-setting 12. When you say this, you will start thinking, what did I make out of this? The same question came to my mind. how do we go ahead with this? What am I exactly? What type of style do I have? And then I summarize it into three. So first, authoritative and democratic is one group. Second group is altruistic. And third one, affiliative and coaching. I said that's enough. We leave the third for the second phase. Now, when we say authoritative, where did I use this style? Before that, let me tell you, there is nothing called perfect leadership style. Every leader will have a style which is the combo of multiple leadership styles. And here we have a similar result. The authoritative style and the democratic style, since the scores are all same, they are 16. Where did I use? The authoritative style I use when I am acting as a head of department. As a head of department, I am only interested in the results, the vision at any cost. The second part, that is the democratic leadership style, I use not as a head of department, but as a team leader. Where as a team leader, it's very, very important that you maintain harmony and there is a teamwork. And to have a great teamwork, you have to keep your team always happy and enthusiastic. The next leadership style is artistic style. Now, this particular style of leadership I employ when I am acting as the customer complaint cell in touch. In this position, it is very, very important that whoever comes to you with a complaint, he is our valued customer. And it becomes more important that we give them a very undivided, I would say, undivided attention to listen to his complaint or her complaint. It is very, very important for this leadership style to build a good relationship with the customer, because finally, customers lead business. The next style is affiliative style and coaching style. Affiliative style is that style of a leader which can be used, and I do use it when I'm delegating, when I'm leading a delegation to any company or for any other project work out of my office. Now, at the delegation, it's very, very important that a team harmony and personal relationships are maintained. Finally, the coaching. Now, coaching is used when we have new recruits. Because for new recruits, it's very, very important that we have a training and motivation, whether the staff is experienced or not. Friends, when we see the full style, I can remember one great gentleman who was saying that leadership is that skill wherein you get extraordinary output or results from ordinary people. Toastmaster International is a great platform wherein you can enhance your communication and leadership skills. I urge all those present here who are non-Toastmaster to adopt this platform and captivate this opportunity to learn more about leadership style. Over to Toastmaster today.
Thank you, DTM Anil Kumar Jiravankar. Can we all please give feedback to his speech for 1 minute? Now, moving over to the next speaker, we have another distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Sunil Thomas. He's an engineer with MBA in IT, working currently in International School as a Senior Network and Systems Administrator. He's a Toastmaster since 2015 and member of 3 clubs. He achieved the DTM title in 2020. He's currently serving as VPPR of JET Jahra Club. He justifies the theme of the day by saying, every problem will have a positive side of it and solution in itself. Identifying the opportunity is important. Face any problem with strong will and we easily can overcome them. His speech will be evaluated by DTM Abhijit Roy, a business development manager by profession, having a corporate experience of more than 11 years in the oil and gas industry. He has been a Toastmaster for 3.5 years. His view on the theme of the day is, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. This holds true as I feel that when any problem arises, there has to be a solution to sort it out. And to have a solution, it gives you an opportunity, which is a disguise, because you aren't aware of that problem in advance. Please welcome DTM Abhijit Roy to explain the speech objectives of DTM Sunil's speech and to announce the speech title. Over to you, DTM Abhijit Roy.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Today, I'm really feeling the honor of evaluating the speaker's speech, who's going to deliver his Level 3 Project 1 from his path, Leadership Development. And the project is Connect with Storytelling. The purpose of the project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that itself is a story. Timer, please keep note. The speech timing remains the same as 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, DTM Abhijit Roy. DTM Sunil, can we proceed?
Thank you. Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster friends and guests. Stories are life, and lives have stories. We have famous storytellers like J.K. Rowling, Shakespeare, Aesop, who captivated our life with stories. I am going to bring 3 stories in front of you. And after that, I'll be asking you 3 questions. So be attentive. The first story goes like this. In a dense forest, no light at all. It's green and dark. You can hear the sounds of animals shrieking. Suddenly you can see that one lamb is running for life. And a gunman, a hunter, coming back with the gun. The lamb ran, finally found a small plant with a lot of leaves and hid behind that plant. The hunter came searching, he couldn't find. He was so angry, he went back without getting the lamb. Now, the lamb is in safety. But what that unfaithful lamb did, he started to eat the leaves of the very plant gave him safety. The plant asked him, "Dear, I gave you safety, I sheltered you. Now you're eating me." Lamb told very happily, "Now I am hungry. I want to eat you." Dear friends, the hunter heard the sound of the lamb eating the leaves and turned back and noticed that lamb is hid behind the plant and easily pointed the gun and shot him. The plant looked in despair and naked. Let's see how unfaithful the lamb was. Story number 2. Here comes a mother and a son. This mother, a young woman, lost her husband when the child was 2 years old. Many people came for marriages. She's young and beautiful. But she said, no, I have this small kid, I have to raise him up. She did all sort of jobs, worked hard, raised him up. This young man became big. He wanted to study abroad. He went abroad, he studied, and he got a job. Now mother wanted to see him. He never ever returned her calls or never ever came to see her. Now she is old. She's sick. She told her son, son, I want to see you. Please come. I'm so aged. I want to come and please come and see at least one time. This man said, Mom, I'm very busy now. I'm very busy in that one. I'm very busy with this. He never came. Now she is sick. She is in the hospital. Relatives found him. No chance. The parish priest came and took the number and called the son. Son, your mother is sick. Why don't you come and see her for last time? Father, I'm very busy. I will send you the money, whatever is needed for her treatment, but I can't come. Finally, the lady died. The relatives and parish priest buried her in the church. Now think of that poor lady. Why she lived for this son? What was the motto of her life? And what faithful service she received from that son. The third story is my own known person story. This couple, this lady was my wife's friend. We used to meet them. We used to go to their houses. They're very happy to give us all pleasantries. We came to know that the man is losing his sight. They went to the hospital. The doctor told him that the brain is having a tumor which is growing bigger, pressing all the nerves, which is giving him problem. Now, only option is to do a surgery. But surgery is very, very difficult because it is inside the skull. They have to open the skull, do the surgery, they have to remove some part of the brain. So they told the lady, see, the only option is surgery. But surgery is dangerous. Most of the time, he may not come up. She said, there's no other option. Let's do the surgery. The surgery was successful. They removed the tumor, but he lay unconscious. The doctor said that it may take 30 days, 60 days to be cured. She waited 30 days, 60 days. Nothing is happening. And she realized that the tubes which are put in his different places are getting infected. The nurses are not taking care of it. She went to the doctor. Doctor, what is this? So doctor allowed her to be in the man's presence. So she started to treat him, putting the cables in a very neat way, giving him food, putting music in his ears, talking to him. Days are passing. Some days it is getting complicated, but his other organs are good. Only his brain is totally jammed. 89 days, nothing is happening. No signs of hope. Some people came to ask for his organs. Are you selling his heart? Are you selling his liver? Now he's in coma. It is nothing but medically dead. She said, no, I'm going to wait. The 90th day, after the 90th day, there was a slight movement and he was coming back to the life. So this story she was explaining to us, she was explaining in all stages. We feel how hard it was for her to stay with him for such a long time, 90 days. After 90 days, he started to move his legs, his hands. Slowly, he started to open his eyes, started to move his lips, rays of hope. Slowly, the man came to life. I met him. Now you see the three stories: the unfaithful lamb, the unfaithful son, and the dedicated wife. These are the stories of life we see every day. There are life lessons to learn. Let us learn from these lessons. These are stories, but life for others. 3 stories and 3 subjects for you. Think and reflect. Thank you, and back to TMOD.
Thank you, DTM Sunil Thomas. It was such a wonderful and inspiring stories. Can we all take 1 minute to give a feedback to his speech? Okay, moving on to the next speaker. The next speaker is none other than Sergeant at Arms of BTC, TM Joy George. He has an MSc in Max, MBA in Marketing Management. He's currently working in medical equipment company as a procurement officer. He agrees with the theme of the day, saying, God never gives us opportunities without first giving us ability to achieve them. So quit making excuses. You can seize your God-given opportunity if you have confidence, courage, and conviction. His speech will be evaluated by the energetic presence of BTC Toastmaster Prashant Kavalangad. He works as an engineer in Worley Project Management, consultant of KOC major projects. His take on the theme of the day is, problems often lead to opportunities because they challenge us to become and to find a prescription to ease the pain caused by a particular problem. Please welcome Toastmaster Prashant Kavalangad to explain the speech objectives of Toastmaster Joy's speech and to announce the speech title. Over to you, Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you, Tia Modi. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and a special good evening to my target speaker, TM George. Today, TM George is going to embarking Level 2 Project 1, Understanding Your Leadership Style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. The speech title is, Am I a Leader? So here is the speech that will captivate all of us. Over to you.
Toastmaster Joy, are you ready?
Can you unmute Joy? Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. Am I a leader? Captivate Toastmaster of the day. My fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, a warm good evening. TM Condal Reddy, do you think you are a leader? TM Bijopi Babu, do you think you are a leader?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, you are a leader, both. Thank you very much. Am I a leader? When I started my working on my companies, I started discussion in my mind, am I a leader? So why I did? Then I started researching on that and found a very interesting thing. That is, if your actions inspire to others to dream more, you are a leader. I am repeating, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. So I want to close your eyes. Think. Just go back to your past and think, when did you help someone learn something, do something, and to be something? Did you help as a co-brother, as a neighbor, as a mentor, as a communicator, as a teacher? Whatever it is, you help someone or not. Now you can open your eyes. Please raise your hands. Are you a leader or not? How many you believe that now you are a leader? Everyone, you are great. Because somehow, some way, someday, somewhere, we helped someone, we learned something, we did something, that's a thing. So I got my answer, yes, I am a leader. When I am studying on my Pathways project, I closed my eyes, I kept my hand here and I asked myself, did I help someone? My inner eye says, yes, you did a lot. You helped a lot of people. Finally, I got an answer, I am a leader. Okay, when I am a leader, I continued my study. Later on, questions came. What type of leader I am? And what is my leadership style? So I start my pathways, got an answer there. There are several leadership styles. These are, first one, autocratic. Second one, democratic. Third, laissez-faire. 4, bureaucratic. 5, charismatic. 6, task-oriented. 7, transformational. And last, 8th one, transactional leadership style. Can you guess which one is mine? Let me help you. I was in India and Kuwait with the help of teams such as technical, warehousing team, purchase team, management team. When complete my each project, we will have a lesson learned from all meetings, which we discuss success and failure events during this project. The outcome is how better we can execute a future projects, and we will share our experience. What is the problem and how better we can solve? We group chat or one-to-one communication to solve the issues. I think now you got an idea which one is my leadership style. Yes, it is 7th one, transformational leadership style. The transformational leadership style works with the teams to identify needed changes, creating a vision and executing the changes in tandem with committed teams. Transformational leadership style is a perfect leadership skill style. This is particularly in the organization where culture is considered key to employee satisfaction, productivity, and success. But what about others? Whatever leadership style do you have does not matter. The matter is the leaders has to be the successful. For what, you have to follow certain rules. First one is effective communication. Not only communication, it should be effective. How does communication should be effective? When I communicate with my seniors, I try to understand their mindsets. Based on that, I try to communicate with them. Second one, be optimistic, positive mind. Definitely you should have optimistic, always be positive. Third one is open-minded. It is very important to open-minded. Open-minded, you should allow everyone's suggestions. We don't know what will happen in future and why you should be open-minded. Fourth one is demonstrate integrity. Set a positive example, follow and enforce company policies and procedures. Dear friends, as a leader, you want to be successful in career, you have to follow these certain things. Out of 8 leadership style, I got transformational. You may choose your one. Whatever it is your, if you want to be successful leader, you have to follow these general things. Thank you. Thank you, Timur.
Thank you, Toastmaster George, for that wonderful speech. Let us all make use of his tips to understand our leadership styles. Let us give the feedback to him for within a minute. I hope everyone is done. Let us move to the next prepared speech. If you think about the BTC Stock Masters magazine, immediately we will relate a name to it, Toastmaster Jomi John. Coming up is a prepared speech by Toastmaster Jomi John, where we can hear about his views and ideas. He's working in Asa Trading Company in Finance Department. He believes that every problem is an opportunity to grow. Problems and difficulties takes you out of your comfort zone, and that is when we push our limits. It helps us to be a better versions of ourselves. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. He's an engineering professional with more than 20 years experience in lead a team of various projects, constructions here in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and in India. He's working in the project division of Al Mulla Engineering Group. About the team, he says, problems exist at the level of the mind. The result allows a problem to overwhelm us. A simple example that when there is a problem, there's an opportunity disguised as a solution. Please welcome Toastmaster Kondal Reddy to explain the speech objectives of Toastmaster Jomi's speech and to announce the speech title. Over to you, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy.
Thank you. Wonderful introduction, Toastmaster of the day. And captain to Toastmasters. Good evening, everyone. And also I welcome our program quality director over here, distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. Welcome to Bhavan's Toastmasters Club.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So when it comes to my target speaker today, Toastmaster Jomi John Stephen. He is going to embark his project level 4, project 1 on his pathway of motivational strategy. This project is manage project successfully. The first speech is taking today. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan or build a team and fulfill the plan to help with the team to be success. So the purpose of the first speech is for the member to give a short overview how he will make a team or how he will make a plan for his project going to execute. So this speech title is working in a restaurant. The speech length is 2 to 3 minutes. Timer, please note down. The speech length is 2 to 3 minutes. The title, Working in a Restaurant, Toastmaster John. Over to TM.
Thank you, TM Control ready. TM Jomi John, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yeah. A very good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters and my dear fellow guests. As this is my first speech regarding this project in a 3-speech series, I'll be speaking about the team building aspects about my 1.5 years experience of working in a restaurant. As mentioned in my earlier speech, I had this beautiful and wonderful captivating experience of working in a restaurant for 1 year, 1.5 years, which enabled me to fulfill and explore one of my hobbies, that is cooking. Even though I was a cashier from a counter, I had to look at virtually all the aspects of the restaurant. But there were people to help me in this. Coming from India and working in a restaurant, which was completely new field for me, was something of a bolt in the blue. Tremendous amount of financial capital was invested by the sponsors in Kuwait dinars, and it was imperative that this commercial venture makes a profit. Meticulous planning was required and different teams were required to make this happen. Overall, there was a supervisory team which consisted of the sponsors and the branch manager. Basically, 3 teams were formed, namely the purchase department, the service team, most important, the kitchen team. The main task of the purchase department was mainly drawing up a list of items to be purchased for the restaurant, namely all the fixed assets like table, chairs, plates, etc. This team mainly included the branch manager and a professional who specializes in the restaurant purchases. The list had to be prepared and sent to the financial team and the sponsors for their approval. The job was not as easy as I speak. Tremendous amount of experience and know-how was needed, and also minute details had to be looked into. To give you all a small gist, chicken kadai cannot be served in the same container as vegetable fried rice. The utensil size has to match with the portion that is served. We cannot serve half-filled dishes to the customers. How odd that would look. I'll elaborate on that on my second speech. Second in line, we had the service team. Since they are the ones who deal with the customers, we need an experienced team who was well versed with Arabic. Hiring them and negotiating the pay was something which needed special acumen. They are the face of the restaurant. Proper table arrangements, which includes napkin folding and cutlery arrangement, has to be done. Last but definitely not the least, the kitchen team. The most important team. If the food is not good, whatever you do comes to a naught. They have to be perfect. After much consideration, it was decided to recruit the team from India or other places. This way, we could get the best. Hence, we got 3 chefs from India and the Chinese chef from Nepal. These were, of course, specialists in all the teams, but I had to be there in all the teams. I had to look into the overall finance. Trust me, coming to Kuwait, right from understanding the difference between a Sunnis and a Khadim visa, to interacting with the Kuwaitis and people from my other nationalities was an eye-opening experience. I used to get overwhelmed by all this experience, and on numerous occasions I missed my family as well. I was least prepared for an experience of such magnitude. This was completely a new experience for me. It was different from This was completely different from the cooking we do in our homes. I felt like giving up, returning back to sweet home in India to my parents. But then, as the famous saying goes, best view comes from the hardest climb. It was not the end. I had to stay, not give up, putting up the fight, and I stayed. I failed a lot, but in the end, it was gratifying. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jomi. It was such a wonderful experience what you shared with us. Can we all please take a minute to give feedback to his speech? Moving over to the next prepared speech. The next speech will be presented by a positive energy radiating personality of BTC. It is none other than DTM Mahesh Iyer. DTM Mahesh Iyer's speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sheba Pramukh. She is a known face of BTC. She joined Toastmasters in November 2016 in Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. Now, she's the president of Bhavan's Kuwait Malayalam Toastmasters Club and member of 3 clubs. She has donned and continues playing an active role in various fields. Her view on the theme of the day is, everything depends on our perspective towards it. If we approach every problem in our life with a positive attitude, the result will be positive and vice versa. Please welcome Toastmaster Sheba Pramukh to announce the speech title of DTM Mahesh Iyer's speech and to explain the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Sheba Pramukh.
Thank you, TM Shruti, for your nice introduction. Happy Independence Day to all my captivating Toastmasters and guests. Distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer is going to embark on the last speech of his visionary communication path, that is, reflect on your path. The purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his growth during the completion of a path. The title of his speech is My Best Friend, Mirror. Timer, please note, his timing is 10 to 12 minutes. That is green at 10, yellow at 11, and red at 12. All the best, DTM Mahesh Iyer.
Thank you very much, my evaluator. Who is your best friend? Hello? Who is your best friend? If I ask this question to anybody, people will come with different colors. But you know who is my best friend? My best friend is the mirror always there with me. A friend in need is a friend indeed. That's the same. Whatever proverb you are listening, try to add your own spices and have an innovative proverb. That is what your touch is. So a mirror in need is a friend indeed. My dear innovative, interactive, and captivating Toastmasters, guests, and the honors of a very beautiful hearts. Today we are going to have another question that if I tell you that, what is the meaning of 3 R's? Reuse, reduce, and definitely recycle. Common thing, man. Have your tinge of spice in it. Today, we are going to see a reflection, a refraction, and resilience. These three R's are definitely reflecting and definitely will be reflecting when you finish this visionary communication. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a very bad habit of saying, I can't do it. I can't is a very easy word to know and very easy word to pronounce and a very easy word to use anywhere. Why can't we say, I can? We are going to do that today. Visionary communication, when I started this, there was so many objectives in my mind. The first objective was for developing skills for sharing information with a group, in a team, planning different types of communications, creating innovative solutions for the problems. How many of you have the practice of self-talk? Self-talk? Nonsense. We don't have self-talk. Try to do that. If you have the practice of self-talking and mirror talking will have innovative solutions for all your problems. At the same time, you will find that each and every problem will have a challenge in disguise with this. Practice self-talking and self-talking with the mirror along with that. And visionary communication also help us to deliver a speech and to write the speech. Positively, we will write the speech and then practice it in front of the mirror. We all know that we see projects that I have done is, there were 5 competencies and 5 projects were there. And then each and every project, I still remember the title of the project and the evaluator and the evaluating criteria of each and every evaluator. These were the 5 projects that I have finished. And what will be there, that in this reflection, we'll be having this, how to describe the experience moving on each path. I'll be discussing it and share how the learning has impacted in your own life, that is in my own life, and at the same time outside Toastmasters. How to compose a well-organized speech. Wow, even though you pay in dollars, you will not get this kind of a training. Only Toastmasters International will give this. Demonstrate strong and powerful public speaking skills. Ladies and gentlemen, after doing all these projects, we can upgrade ourselves by making speechcraft at workshops, begin a new path, participating in speech contests to hone your skills confidently, taking a mentorship position to support other members. You automatically will be getting the skill of mentorship, becoming a new club officer and taking on a district level role so that you can become a role model after doing this visionary communication. Before and after doing these projects, this kind of feedback is always there. When we all complete each and every pathway, we will be having this kind of analysis. Before, everywhere there was 4, 4, 4, 4. Automatically, the score will become 5, 5, 5, 5. Identifying the problems and identifying the opportunities and challenges in each and every problems, and identify our SWOT analysis and different kinds of skills and different kinds of styles of communication. We all will learn everything doing this VC. At the same time, we will have the commitment and passion towards any small task. And we will be uplifted ourselves, and we can become a best leader to inspire others to take initiative, thinking out of the box. And you will definitely become a good communicator. Ultimately, you will say that, I can't? No, I can do it. For making all these things, it was possible only because of my own BTC family. Thank you very much for each and every BTC family for being with me. Salute to your guidance, support in every means. 2 rules for peaceful life. Depression in failure should never go to your heart, and ego in success should never go to your brain. Say, I can, because we are captivating Toastmasters. Thank you very much for lending your ears and always to be with me. Thank you. God bless you all. Back to TMO.
Thank you, DT Mahesh Iyer, for that enlightening speech. Can we all please take 1 minute to give feedback?
Hello, Manoj, tell me. Yeah. Tell me.
Hello, can we move to the next prepared speech? The next speaker for the day is a new member of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Annie Matthew. She's currently working as Senior Human Capital Consultant with HR consulting fame in Kuwait. She is also the Secretary of Bhavan's Malayalam Toastmaster Club. Her speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan. Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan is a physical education teacher come fitness trainer in Bhavan's Smart Indian School, Kuwait. Her take on the theme of the day is, everyone are unique in their own ways of solving or facing problems which comes in their life. We should be open-minded to find an opportunity in disguise. Please welcome Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan to explain the speech objectives of Toastmaster Annie's speech and to announce a speech title. Over to you, Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan. Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Suti. The purpose of speech are, the purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. A speech title is Impact of Technology. Impact of Technology, Toastmaster Annie Matthew. All the best. Over to you.
Toastmaster Annie Matthew, are we ready?
Yes.
Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna and TMOD Shruti. Challenges are opportunities in disguise. They seem to be against us, but in fact, they are on our side. Challenges are opportunities that life gives us so we can become the best version of ourselves. They release the greatness and power that lies in all of us, which we don't even know we had. Challenges have the power to change us because they push us too close to the edge that we have no choice but to jump into the unknown. Let me start my speech. Can I do the screen share?
You have permission.
Okay. Impact of technologies in our life. The advance of technology is based on making it fit in so that you don't really even notice it. So it's part of everyday life. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft. Respected President, distinguished guest, MC of the day and fellow Toastmasters, a very good evening to one and all. Can we imagine our life without science and technology? I know you will say no. Yes, that's the truth. It is very difficult to imagine our life without the use of technology. On one hand, technology enriches our lives, but on the other hand, in pursuit of ease, we have become over-reliant on technology so much so that we cannot even imagine living without it. What is the technology? Technology means the inventions that we use in everyday life. Computers, mobile phones, robots, electronic devices are examples of technology. What would happen without technology? Without technology, there would be no social media, which could mean needing to look for a new job or hobby, saving time and having less anxiety. Another thing that would happen if technology never existed is that we would lack the ability to instantly communicate with our families or friends that live far away. Can you imagine a life without technology, especially in a pandemic situation like Corona? No, never. That's the truth. So, technology has become an inevitable part of our lives. We cannot imagine to survive without technology in today's fast-moving world. When employment, socialization, and cultural propagation happens with globalization, we cannot survive without technological involvements. The coronavirus pandemic has moreover proven how important technology is for us to stay connected, work, communicate, and basically survive. Why technology? Technology has changed the way that people work and live. Technology helps us to do things faster and better. Technology has had a huge impact on all our daily lives, from social media to work. Technology affects almost every aspect of 21st century life, from transport efficiency and safety to access to food and healthcare, socialization and productivity. In conclusion, we can say the different ways technology impacts in our life, which improved our communication, education system, entertainment, knowledge, virtual social lives, flexible working, etc. When Americans are asked what has brought the biggest involvement to their lives in the past 5 decades, they name technology more than any other advancement. And as an American think about the next 50 years, they expect that technology along with medical advances will continue to have a major impact. According to a Pew Research Center survey conducted May to June of this year. While some forms of technology may have made positive changes in the world, there is evidence for the negative effects of technology and its overuse as well. Social media and mobile services may lead to psychological and physical issues, such as eye strain and difficulty focusing on important tasks, isolation, depression, anxiety, etc. Technology use may increase the risk of physical issues as well, which includes sleep problems, obesity, cardiovascular diseases, etc. Children with Children who overuse technology may be more likely to experience issues including low academic performance, lack of attention, low creativity, delays in language development, delays in social and emotional development, physical inactivity and obesity, poor sleep quality, anxiety, aggressive behaviors, addiction to these technologies. These are some pictures which will show you how your computer use could harm your health, which make you different kinds of diseases. So dear Toastmasters, in conclusion, technology is a necessary evil. And given the current circumstances, it's nearly impossible for us to imagine a life sans technology. Thank you, and back to TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Annie, for that wonderful speech, which highlighted the good side and the bad side of the technology. Can we all please take a minute to give feedback to Toastmaster Annie? Now, moving to the next prepared speech, the speaker is none other than the strong presence of BTC itself, DTM Pramukh Bose. He joined Toastmasters in November 2016. He's a passionate speaker and currently working as a manager of group accounts in Al-Shaya. His take on the theme of the day is every problem is an opportunity in disguise, which disguises one's inner fears, troubles, and failures, and turns the obstacles into opportunities. His speech evaluator will be Toastmaster Justin John, another highlight of BTC. Mechanical engineer by profession, he's leading the HVAC department in KEO International Consultants. His view on the theme of the day is, quote, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. This quote is perfectly suitable to date since the whole world is going through the devastating impact of pandemic. So let us change our perceptions and conquer the problems. The result may be wonderful and beneficial to the whole world. Toastmaster Justin John, a warm welcome to explain the speech objectives of DTM Pramukh Bose and to announce the speech title.
Thank you, TM Modi. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. A special greeting to my target speaker, captivating Toastmaster, DTM Pramukh Bose. He is embarking on his Pathways program, Presentation Mastery, Level 2, Project 2. Objectives of his project, let me read out from the manual. The purpose of the project is for the member to deliver a speech with the awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he or she uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. The speech title is A Push. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. DTM Pramukh Bose, A Push. All the best. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Justin John. DTM Pramukh boss, are we ready?
Yeah, can I please put the time? I couldn't see the time. 1 second.
Timer is Manoj.
Who's the time?
Manoj Matthew.
Okay, 1 second. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
He's on the top. He's on the top.
I'm
Over
ready.
to you. Over to you, sir.
The ground was scorching on that summer day. A 10-year-old boy was trying to learn bicycle ride. He pressed the right pedal, but the bicycle didn't move. Pramukh, try once more. Put a bit more pressure. My cousin Johnny encouraged me. I tried once more. He gave a small push from behind. The bicycle moved forward. My dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. We all do need a push of support from someone in our lives to pursue our dreams. Don't we? That push, that slight push may become the most significant push in our life that may redefine our journey towards our destination. 3 years ago, I had my lunch with my friend and colleague Sajan, as usual in our company's cafeteria. On that particular day, Sajan was looking so gloomy. Sajan, what happened to you? Why are you so worried, man? I failed again. Yesterday was the results. I will not try again. It was his third attempt. He was pursuing a course in accountancy, the CPA, which I had already passed by that time. Sergeant, don't worry. Don't be disheartened. Try once again. With your hard work and dedication, you can become successful. I pushed him with the words of encouragement. I boosted his confidence by regularly discussing the topics with him and monitoring his progress from time to time. Dear friends, in the next attempt, he came out in flying colors and he was on cloud 9. And he grew in his career after getting that qualification. That small push, that slight push from me inspired Sergeant to concentrate all his focus on studies and to become successful in his life. Dear all, I'm sure that some of you also would have inspired someone with a push of encouragement and support that helped that particular person to focus all his energy and achieve his goals. 5 years ago, on a fine evening, in a classroom of Bhavan school in Jalib, I attended the Toastmasters meeting for the first time. When I entered the meeting hall, I was eagerly looking for a familiar face which I couldn't find out. But I was so captivated by a broad and beautiful smile of a person who was looking at me with friendly eyes. I straightaway walked towards him and sat beside him. I watched the meeting proceedings eagerly. I was so impressed by the quality of the speakers that I felt that I was the David in front of the Goliaths. I lost all my confidence when I watched the incredible speakers. Dear friends, next came the table topic session. The table topic master called me, but I was so nervous that I couldn't get up from my seat. Mr. Pramukh, please come forward. I will give you a very short topic, very easy one. Please try. I couldn't get up from my seat. The person with whom I was sitting gave me a small push on my right shoulder as encouragement. I felt that electricity was passing through my veins. I got up immediately and walked towards the podium, and I could speak only for about 30 seconds. But, dear friends, I felt so happy that I could speak in front of a Toastmaster crowd for the first time, even it is for 30 seconds. When I returned to my seat, that Toastmaster gave a pat on my back and told, "Well done, Mr. Pramukh." Dear friends, that push, that slight push from Toastmaster Saji became turning point in my Toastmaster journey. Believe me, I joined Bhavan's Toastmasters Club on that fine evening. Immediately after that meeting, that was the single step towards the journey of 1,000 miles. Dear Saji, thank you very much. I salute you. Dear Toastmasters and guests, we can count on numerous occasions in our lives where someone had inspired us with a push of encouragement, a support that enabled us to focus all our energy to pursue our dreams in our lives. And we also would have given a push of support to someone that redefined his destiny. Do you believe in your ability to inspire someone with a push of encouragement, a slight push of support to achieve his dreams? Let's all continue to give that push, that slight push. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
I think Toastmaster of the day is some connectivity issue. Let me wait for 1 minute. 1 minute feedback for the distinguished Toastmaster from post speech. Please kindly post your feedback on his private chat. TM Shruti is back. TM Shruti, you can take after 1 minute. We are giving the feedback for the speaker. You can take after 1 minute. Toastmaster Shruti.
Okay, sir, thank you. As we also, we have a guest from district. I'm sorry, I missed out the number, but please, Toastmaster
Area 20
Willie
Director.
Hill, Area 20
Yes.
Director, Toastmaster Willie Hill, can you please give us a few words?
Thank you, T-Mod. I was actually invited by Kaudal and Latif this past week to join your meeting tonight, having a speakathon. Basically, it seemed like y'all cracked the code on getting the participation. So you have a lot of participants tonight. That's outstanding. Really enthusiastic meeting tonight. Really thank you for joining me tonight, or inviting me to join tonight. I've been with Toastmasters, I think, for about 6 years. Been in Kuwait about 7 years, so been with Air John Tickley as well as Capital Speakers. So I just really appreciate inviting me tonight and the enthusiasm throughout this next year to have an outstanding area. So I guess y'all the club to model after. So basically I will pick y'all brain on how to crack the code to get other clubs to get the higher participation. But thank you for inviting me tonight.
Thank you, Toastmaster Willie Hill. Now, moving, Toastmaster Gauri, can we hear a few words from you too?
Let's have the speaker, last speaker, please, Annie.
Okay.
Shruti, please.
The baton of the Speakathon has now reached Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat. He's working in agility logistics, has been a Toastmaster since 2017. He is currently a member of two clubs, BTC and BKMTC. He views the theme of the day by saying, always approach a problem with a positive attitude. There will always be a solution to any complicated problem. We should search for that solution than getting desperate. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Anil Peter. Toastmaster Anil Peter is the immediate past president of ICAP Toastmasters Club, Islamabad. He is currently the area director of Area 8, District 122, DC, Pakistan. He was a national champion of speech evaluation of 2020 of District 122 and the runner-up this year. Regarding the theme of the day, he believes every adversity makes one grow. Whatever challenges comes in life makes one stronger than before. That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Never be afraid of problems and delays, just face it head on. Over to you, TM Anil Peter, to announce the speech title and the objectives of TM Jiju's speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you, all the way here from Pakistan. Toastmaster Jiju is going to deliver his elective project for level 4 from his effective coaching pathway. The elective project relates to public relations strategies, and the title of his speech is Know Better, Do Better. The overall objective of his speech is to share with the members some aspect of his or her public relations strategies, which are based on his research that how he can use public relations strategies or public relations effectively for any group or situation. So without further ado, know better, do better. Over to you, Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anil. Toastmaster Jiju, are we ready?
Yes, Toastmaster Shruti.
All the best wishes.
If I were down to my last dollar, I would spend it on public relations. These are the words from one of the world's richest person, Bill Gates, who recognized the power of public relations. Toastmaster of the day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, a very warm good evening. Public relation is a sort of advertisement. Both advertisement and PR help building brands and communicate with the target audience. However, there is a core difference between advertisement and public relations, and that difference reflecting in the name itself, relations. We don't pay for the relations, do we? No, never. Advertising is a paid media. Public relation is earned media. Advertising is saying you are good. PR is getting someone else to say you are good. Now, let me ask a question. Please put your comments in the chat box. When it comes to the case of a Toastmaster Club, what do you think? Shall we go for advertising or use public relations skills? You can put your comment on the chat box. In public relations, of course, PR helps building Toastmasters membership, retain membership, and gain public recognition, which is the key objective of public relations. And how can we implement a good PR strategy? Let me make few suggestions here. If I am a salesperson, first of all, I need to be confident about the product I am selling. Then only I can approach my customers with confidence. Likewise, a PR officer to be confident about his or her club quality. No doubt, BTC is one of the best Toastmasters club in the district. But I believe that no one or no system is 100% perfect. Always there will be a room for improvement. To do better, we need to know ourselves better, how we are performing. So the first thing I do suggest to perform a periodic quality audit of the club performance and take action on the non-conformities. It is not directly linked with the PR activities, but it makes the PR officer's job easier. An evaluation form is already available with the TMI, and the club excom can decide the process and the frequency when and how to conduct the evaluation. And I suggest conducting this evaluation once in every 3 months at least. Now let's go to the second point. What comes into your mind when you see an apple with a bite? An iPhone or iPad, right? And that is their brand. That very logo is the showcase to their products. Toastmasters got very rigid but transparent brand guidelines. What are the colors to be used? What are the fonts to be used? Usage of a logo, usage of tagline, etc., etc., etc. A flyer or a poster that you make for your meeting tells many things about club. And if the first impression is good, half done. So no brand guidelines to be trespassed at any situation. And coming to the third point, using the social media and mainstream media for public relations. Usually, we use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. They are the common media for engaging socially. The world of social media is vast, so why don't we use it maximum? Starting an account in LinkedIn for the club is one of the best options. It will have an extended reach to a different category of people. LinkedIn is an environment where people share their professional accomplishment. Also, we can create a website for our club through Toastmasters free Toast course facility, and it is absolutely free. Apart from using social media, we need to target the mainstream media to expose our event always. And constantly posting on such mediums will give a positive edge to the club. Last but not least, the importance of publishing newsletter. Newsletters always help us to connect with more people. It is low cost but high rewarding. Let it be 2-page or 3-page, but fix a date when to release and release on that day. It will help to increase the credibility of the club. Now, let me conclude by listing the aforementioned points once again. Number 1, a periodic club quality check. Follow brand guidelines. Then 3 is start a LinkedIn page and a website for the club. Mainstream media presence, publishing newsletter. And I purposely did not mention many things like open house, club contest, etc., because it happens in our club every year. As Seth Godin quoted, people do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, stories, and magic. Let's create relation. Let's create stories. Let's create magic so that we can sell them very easily. Thank you, and over to Tia Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jiju, for that wonderful speech. for highlighting the importance of public relations. Can we all please give feedback to Toastmaster Jiju? We can take 1 minute for it. Meanwhile, we can invite the guest, Toastmaster Gauri, to speak a few words on this meeting of ours.
Hi. So sorry, my network was lagging just now. To speak about the meeting, I guess I have no much experience, but then literally saying that I'm learning a lot from the leaders, and the speeches about leaderships are truly amazing. And I just wish to join more meetings with you. So I guess that's all from me. Thank you,
You're most
Jayamani.
welcome. You're most welcome. If we are done with the feedback, can we please have the timer report for the speeches? Toastmaster Manoj, Matthew?
Yes.
Can you please share the timer report of the speakers?
Yes. Here is the timer report. Toastmaster Anil Kumar Ji Revankar, time allocated 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 10 minutes and 02 seconds. Toastmaster Sunil Thomas, time allocated 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 7 minutes 28 seconds. Toastmaster Joy George, time allocated 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 6 minutes 53 seconds. Toastmaster Jomi Stephen, time allocated 2 to 3 minutes. Actual time taken 3 minutes 58 seconds. Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, time allocated 10 to 12 minutes. Actual time taken 6 minutes 47 seconds. Toastmaster Annie Matthew, allocated time 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 6 minutes 21 seconds. Toastmaster Pramukh Boss, allocated time 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 6 minutes 32 seconds. Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat, allocated time 5 to 7 minutes. Actual time taken 6 minutes 46 seconds. Thank you.
So who all will be qualified for the best speaker?
Toastmaster Anil Kumar Ji Revankar, Toastmaster Jomi Stephen, and Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer disqualified.
So are we proceeding with the poll like that?
Excuse me, what about Sunil Thomas?
7 minutes 28 seconds.
Okay.
He is within time.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Anil Kumar Ji Revankar, Toastmaster Jomi Stephen, Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer disqualified.
TM Latif, has everyone submitted the votes?
We are just waiting. We need 2 more. Okay, I think 1 minute is done. I'll give only 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm ending the poll. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj Matthew. Now, moving over to the evaluation session, I would first like to invite our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Susan Abraham. Toastmaster Susan Abraham, the podium is yours.
Thank you, TM Audit, TM Sruti Saji. Wow, wow, wow. What a great day. What great speeches line of speeches we had. It was really captivating speeches and great listening to one and all speakers. Let me start by wishing all our members from Pakistan a very happy Independence Day and wishing all well to all of you. Without much delay, let me now call upon the great evaluators for the speeches. Let me first call in TM Annu John to evaluate the speech of DTM Anil Kumarji Revankar. TM Annu John.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I sincerely hoped that all will go well, but actually, it went extraordinarily, exceptionally, and exceedingly well. Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar. When I heard that song, Who Let the Dogs Out, first I thought you had mistakenly touched the wrong file. That was a very beautiful start. You captivated every single person who was in some way or other distracted, but they were all captivated. The speech was very interactive. It was not just passive questions. You encouraged audience to speak out and you waited for them to answer. You identified the most important qualities of a leader as effective communication, vision, and attitude to lead. Then you moved to identify your leadership style. You very frankly told us that before that exercise, it was just a good leader or a bad leader. The scores you got for various styles of leadership were displayed, and where you used each style of leadership style was also presented. That was a great way of being authentic. Thereby, to a large extent, you did justice to the purpose of your speech. You ended the speech in your strong, influential voice by strongly persuading the audience to use this platform to improve one's skill. A magnificent way to close a speech. Even the best speech can be made a slightly better one. From my point of view, I would like to give just 2 suggestions to add a little more flavor, a little more color to your speeches, just to brazen it up. You can have a better camera angle so that we could see how effectively you are using your hands for your communication. And number 2, you can improve scripting and rehearsing a little bit more so that you can focus more on the core of your speech. That is the primary leadership styles that you have identified and how you used it in your life. In that way, you can conclude without rushing and also will be within time. Overall, the speech was authentic, effectual, and captivating, but can touch upon the crafting style and rehearsing a little bit the way you present yourself to make it more valuable. All the best to my speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Anil Kumar, for soaring up greater heights. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Anu John, for a wonderful evaluation of DTM Anil Kumarji Revankar's speech. It was very precise and very well done. Let me now welcome DTM Abhijit Roy to evaluate the speech of DTM Sunil Thomas. DTM Abhijit Roy.
Life stories are always embedded with three important elements: characterization, plot, and the message, or which is called as morale. Distinguished Toastmaster Sunil started off by stating stories are life. That was enriching and a very powerful message, because then what was coming was something which we all were hooked to listen. He started off by saying why stories are live and who are those live examples which brings those life into the stories. He stated three different stories in the form of, first, with a lamb and a gun hunter; second, a mom and a son; and the third, which was a personal instance of his friend. All the three different stories had morale in it. It had a message to come up and for us to grab. Not just that, most importantly, his storytelling capability by the way of different transitions was kept apt and was to the point. Toastmaster Sunil, to connect with storytelling is just not a mere way of demonstrating, it's an art. And you painted those colors in a way we all could see the art of storytelling in you. But every storytelling will have some elements which needs to be really looked upon. Number one, I would like to suggest Toastmaster Sunil is the expression. When you look into expressions, I will give you one or two examples where things could have been done a little better. For example, when you set the plot, the climax of the jungle with a dark night, you could have expressed it in this way: a dense forest, everywhere was dark, a lamb was running, and there was a gun hunter. Look, you set the tone, you set the climax. You audience members are looking for that. You are sitting in a movie theater and you're looking, what is going to come next? So that is a tone and setting that you want to create. Second, even with the voice modulation, you can bring in some changes. For example, when there was an instance where you're talking about the mom and son, mom did call up her son and said, son, I want to see you. How you could have done better by way of saying this, son, I want to see you. That expression of love and care, that feeling should have come out. That element you could have worked better, because all these brings in drama and the synergy in your storytelling capabilities. And most importantly is the enthusiasm. Storytelling is the art. It's your story, Toastmaster Sunil. The art, the enthusiasm with which you could have brought in more elements would have added more flavor. All in all, I loved your storytelling. All the three had morale for me to take away with. If you can work upon the three important things, the expressions, the voice modulation, and the enthusiasm, I'm pretty sure you will be called a storyteller one day. All the very best, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Abhijit Roy. That was a very apt evaluation. And now let me welcome TM Prashant Kavalngad to evaluate the speech of TM Joy George. TM Prashant Kavalngad to evaluate the speech of TM Joy George.
Am I a leader? TM Joy asked all of us. Absolutely, you are a leader. Good evening, the General Evaluator and my fellow Toastmasters. As I mentioned during the introduction, that was a captivating speech. A big round of applause to TM Joy. He started the speech by throwing few questions to the audience. He asked few questions about the leadership skill and who are the leaders, who would like to be leaders. So the starting was perfect. Then slowly he moves to explain about the different types of leadership styles. He explained the major type of leadership styles. Then again, he declared himself, he's adopting the transformation leadership style by saying that how every day in his company, after completing each and every project, how they are doing the lesson learned by evaluating the mistakes happened during the project. That's a quality of a leader. Absolutely. That's the way, even his daily life, he's adopting his transformation leadership style and he's keep on improving his leadership style. That's the way he explained how a leader can be achieved by getting the mistakes in each and every project. Whatever mistakes they have, they're trying to resolve within the next project. Really appreciate Team George, your leadership style, the transformation style which you adopted is absolutely worthwhile for your life and the way you're performing in your professional life that way. Again, by concluding, I would like to add a small thing to improve his speech by saying 2 suggestions. There was a beautiful podium. However, you are only using a vertical pendulum movement to and fro. It can be avoided by using the entire podium in a better way. And the second suggestion, the camera position, you can be arranged in a better positions so that we can be visible all the audience, because you're seeing the camera position was slightly down. So we couldn't be able to absolutely focus on your face. Again, congratulations for explaining all the leadership skills. And once again, I would congratulate you and happy Independence Day, all of you. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Prashant. That was a wonderful and balanced evaluation of the speech of TM George. Let me now welcome.
Let me check with Manoj, please. Timer, please check if you're okay.
It's okay. By mistake, I clicked the wrong.
Okay, done.
Let me now welcome TM Condell ready to evaluate the speech of TM Jomi John. TM Condell ready to evaluate the speech of TM Jomi John.
Comprehensive planning have a detailed set of goals will roll a success of your project. Toastmasters Jomi, you took us how you have to plan a project. According to the speech manual, you are going to manage your project successfully to plan your project. So TM Jomi took us all how you have to plan and is kept for his teams, preparation team or purchase team or service team and crews. But we all has to be appreciated to the TM Jomi because it took his own profession to become a plan and success. This is how he guts to taking his own experience or his own profession in front of us, how we do a plan for success. And he explained to us as a strong points, the experienced team and the skills that are required for the team and the excellence and perfection of the team that leads for a successful project. He took his profession as working in a restaurant. So how he has to plan it. So I will evaluate his speeches like strong points and work on and the recommendation. So work on is preparation, practice, and perfection. So this will be makes you every project, every event will be success. Even our Toastmasters Club meeting every week, alternate week we will plan. So we will ahead of 2 weeks, we will plan. We will prepare the agendas. We'll prepare for the request for the speaker. The same way he explained to us how to make this event successful. So that is has to work out the preparation and practice and perfection. And also he has to identify the plan. And also he has to identify how you have to execute. And also he has to identify some advisors to make a successful. So those, if he could have told us some advisors he's kept or some experience or lesson learned from the previous project, if he's shown us, so it would be better work on that. And the recommendation is two recommendations I'm going. TM Jomi, you have explained that event how you have to be success. But in that, you have to show some animated event or animated slides. So this is our team of the purchase, and this is our team of the service, and this is for my team of the execution. So if this could have seen to us, all will be feel that you have perfectly planned for. And the second recommendation for the TM Jomi, you are using unnecessary movements over the podium. But when you are planning on one stage of the podium, and when you are executing, you're preparing the plan on another side of the podium, it would be a better be used. And don't use unnecessary moves, so it will be distract for them sometimes. Overall, is planned well, and he will be execute well that event. And for that, he will need to practice more with the teams, and that would be success for his team. Overall, congratulations, TM Jomi, to taking this initiation for your project one managed successfully. Over to General.
Thank you, TM Condal Reddy, for that precise evaluation of the TM Jomi John's speech. Let me now welcome TM Shibaj Prabhu to evaluate the speech of DTM Mahesh Iyer's speech. TM Shiba Prabhu.
Once again, good evening to all my dear Toastmasters and guests, and a special good evening to my target speaker, DTM Mahesh Iyer. First of all, I congratulate you for completing the path visionary communication. DTM Mahesh Iyer started his speech with a captivating question: who is your best friend? Thus grabbed the attention of the audience. Then he beautifully explained his journey through visionary communication path, about his different projects: revise, reduce, and recycle, reflection, refraction, resilience, habit of saying I can't, importance of self-talking and mirror talking, commitment and passion towards inspiring others, thinking out of the box. And he concluded his speech with 2 rules for peaceful life. Depression in failure should never go to heart, and ego in success should never go to brain. What a beautiful quote by APJ Abdul Kalam. Your confidence, voice, pace, pause, gestures, movements, eye contact, enthusiasm, smile are perfect. Opening hook, intro, body, conclusion, call for action, excellent. You are a DTM and you were doing the last speech in your path, and the timing was 10 to 12 minutes. But sorry to say that you took only 6 minutes, 47 seconds. You underutilized your time. Timing is crucial in Toastmasters. I wish you could repeat this project. Overall, it was a great speech with all the ingredients, but take care of your timing. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, TM Shiba, for that wonderful evaluation. And let me now welcome TM Sugana Ganeshan to evaluate the speech of TM Annie Matthew. TM Sugana Ganeshan.
I was not able to enable my video. Could the moderator can help me?
Yeah, you can continue.
Just 1 second, 1 second. Let me check.
Okay.
TM Suguna, right?
Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
are. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. A warm good evening, everyone, once again. My target speaker, TM Annie Matthew. I would like to congratulate for the topic you have chosen today. Impact of technology. You started with a quote. Challenges have power to changes. Of course, every challenges would come in a life, would change us. Every one of us we experience. Sorry. Every one of us experience this COVID-19. It's a challenge for every one of us. We never dreamt this COVID would come, and we are about to learn so many new technologies. Personally, what I feel, I never learned all these Zoom meetings and live Facebook of everyone's life. Of course, you just put forth that questions. Can we imagine our life without technology? That was an awesome question.
Unmute yourself, Suguna.
Sorry, I'm facing some net issues. Sorry for that. So awesome topic you have chosen today. And when you ask these questions, not only me, you took us, every one of us, to the world where without technology could be. That was I cannot answer without technology how the world could be. Those days they lived, and even I lived that life without technology, but without technology in the sense, not in the absence of technology. Even in those days, I used no, the small, like very the buttons, mobile phone, and TV, radio, and all. But our ancestors and our those they lived the life without technology, but we cannot nowadays in this globalization we cannot imagine that life. That was a part which really I love. The question when you asked, and you have explained so many things, why technology and different ways of technology impacts our daily life. Of course we can improve our communication. You have put forth so many points, education, entertainment. That was lovely part in your presentation. And even you explained the negative effects of the technology, psychologically and physiologically, what are the how we are facing problems. So you have explained not only that, how the computer usage harming our health. You have explained the chronic pain, obesity, the computer vision syndrome. So that was the lovely part which I really loved. For a speaker of your caliber, what I would recommend is the expressions you could have improved in a better way. Like the questions when you asked, can we imagine our life without technology? You could have expressed, can we imagine without technology? You could have expressed a little more better. If you could have done that way, have attracted the audience much more modulation, and the press have been appreciated. Overall, it was an awesome performance, and the conclusion part concluded everything nicely. It was an awesome part. Overall, it was a nice performance, and it doesn't seem that you are doing your level 1 and project 3 as if what I personally felt you are in a level 4 or level 5, because you are very calm enough and very energetic, energetic in the sense like you are confident enough to present. That's I can say. Only please work on the recommendations. Other than that, it was a nice presentation. And one more recommendations, you could have stated your personal experience, like how you the technology impacted, or your anyone's you could have put one example. And one more thing, you could have you could have put some remedies for the issues we are facing because of the technology. You said so many chronic pain, obesity, computer vision. You could have stated at least 2 or 3 remedies, or we can practice eye exercise. You could have stated that I personally feel. But it is that other than that, it was a nice performance, and all the best for your future projects. Thank you. Over
Thank
to
you,
you,
TM Suguna.
General Evaluate.
Thank you, Suguna, for the detailed evaluation of TM and his speech. Now let me welcome TM Justin John to evaluate the speech of DTM Pramukh Bose. TM Justin John.
Thank you. Good evening once again. At the outset, I would like to say I'm really privileged to become an evaluator of a seasoned and passionate Toastmaster, DTM Pramukh Bose. The intent of this project is all about practicing body language, gestures, facial expressions, and other non-verbal communications. Basically, we have to synchronize our body and action along with our ideas. Let me start with the positive feedback. Before the speech, I received the evaluation form duly filled with the speech title, etc. from DTM Pramukh 2 days before the meeting, which shows his dedication towards this project. Very good. And I would encourage such thing. Secondly, it was a well-organized speech with a clear takeaway message. Speech started with a life story, which was very relevant to the speech title, a push. Then you narrated how you applied this kind of support to your colleague, Sergeant, which changed his destiny. I have noticed many captivating gestures in the speech, especially you were explaining your first experience with the BTC table topics. Push from Toastmaster Saji. And after the speech, you saluted him. Very apt example for this project. Now, areas of improvement. You may be little mindful while presenting in a virtual platform because some of the hand gestures were going out of the frame. There are limitations. Please be mindful with that. Secondly, there are unlimited opportunities for verbal communication, non-verbal communication. First and foremost one is facial expression. In Sanskrit, one of the old Indian language, describing about Navarasa, which means there are 9 different types of facial expressions. And you can try with that. Thirdly, use a mirror. A mirror is the best evaluator for non-verbal communications. More practice, more enhancement. Altogether, it was a wonderful speech and very interesting and inspiring. Wishing you all the best and success in Pathways program. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, TM Justin, for a clear evaluation of TM DTM Pramukh Bose speech. Now lastly, let me welcome TM Anil Peter to evaluate the speech of TM Jiju Ramakulat. TM Anil Peter.
Thank you, TM Susan. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all again. First of all, I want to wish all our Indian Toastmasters in advance a very happy Independence Day. And now, Toastmaster Jiju, thank you very much for an enlightening speech. Know better, do better. And the things which Toastmaster Jiju did really well were, number one, he opened with a quote of Bill Gates. And then later on, he asked a question from the audience and he waited for them to respond to it regarding the PR campaigning. When we open with a quote and then ask a question and let the audience engage with the speaker, that makes sure that it's not just a one-way speech, it becomes a two-way communication where the audience gets connected with the speaker and really gets involved in the speech. Next thing was that he made sure all his points were segregated, whatever he was saying to back his opinion. So he was saying number 1 point, number 2 point, number 3 point. That enables the audience to quickly understand that it's a new point, the transition, and the content becomes very clear for the audience. And he then made sure to summarize the content or his points in the end, so that if somebody had not connected or had forgotten the points, he made sure that you could not forget them, and he narrated and summarized them beautifully at the end. So very well done. And then he delivered the speech while standing. A lot of times when we are delivering speeches on Zoom, we deliver them while sitting like I'm doing right now. But if you are standing, like we say, stand and deliver, that enables the speaker to express in a more better way, to use the stage so that the speech does not get monotonous for the audience. Some points which can further improve in a good speech like Toastmaster Jiju's is, number one, use of visual aids. Whenever we use visual aids, that enhances the message which the speaker is trying to convey to the audience. So for example, when he gave the quote of Bill Gates, he could have had the quote written, or when he said flyers or posters or phone, could have had one or two visual aids to further convey the point to the audience. And then his movement on the stage was very good. But since he was not using a microphone or a hands-free or a mic, when he was going backwards, he was moving away from the microphone and his voice was going low. So you can do that when you're using Zoom or digital media, but then you should be wearing a mic. Otherwise, the stage movement should be sideways and not that much away from the mic so that the voice quality doesn't go down. And the last thing is hand gestures. I believe he was continuously using hand gestures, but most of the times they were below the screen level, so we could not see them. So it is advisable to make sure that your hand gestures are visible and also have precise hand gestures, not just hand movement. So point 1, 2, 3, low cost, high returns. All of you agree. So things like that really heighten the message which the speaker is trying to convey. But overall, a great speech, wonderful energy, just a better use of hand gestures and stage. Thank you very much. Keep coming back for more.
Thank you, TM Anil Kumar, for a very poised and to the point evaluation. Let me now welcome TM Santosh Patros to present the grammarian's report. TM Santosh Patros present the grammarian's report. We cannot hear you.
No, we cannot hear. Mic is not working. Yeah, now it's
Am
okay.
I
Now it's
audible?
yes.
Now,
Yes,
now
yes.
it's okay?
Yes, it's okay.
All right, okay. Good evening, vibrant Toastmasters and distinguished guests. It's one of the super speakathon from BTC again. And I could witness good usage of English a lot. All the speakers and evaluators performed excellent, and they used the word of the day, captivating and captivate. Good usages, I can mention some of the good usages is like every problem comes with an opportunity. If you see, it's maintain harmony, undivided attention, captivating this opportunity. And there are a lot of good usages like transformational leadership and perfect leadership. Be optimistic, be open-minded, a captivating experience. It's meticulous planning, gratifying, captivating Toastmasters, my best friend, mirror. A mirror in need is a mirror indeed. 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, and reflection, refraction, resilience, self-talking, compose a well-organized speech, commitment and passion. It's ego shouldn't go to your brain. When you are successful, impact of technology, challenges, power to change, changes, method, technology, negative effect of technology. And there are so many good usages which I've noticed it. Intentional and unintentional body languages, intentional and unintentional, redefine destiny, apple with a bite. It's a good one. People buy relations. That's a good phrase. Strongly persuading and soaring to greater heights. Expression of love and care, drama and synergy, and there's super usages of. If I mention, I don't have much paper to write. That much I have to scribble down. Anyway, I just scribbled down some of the good usages today, and I'm very glad to note that all the speakers have used the word of the day. Kudos to you, the speakers. This is the quality of the speeches. And only the small little bit mistake of like when you use the word purpose, like it's purpose, it's pronounced as purpose, not purpose. R is silent over there. And some repeated words like very difficult. You can use like quite difficult. Some small mistake. Otherwise, it was a superfluous. It is a splendid superfluous usages of English by the veteran speakers and the distinguished Toastmasters. Close to you. And this is my report to the General Evaluator. Over to G. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Santosh Patros, for a wonderful report. Now let me check with TM Manoj, the timer. Are all the evaluators qualified for the polling?
Okay. Toastmaster Susan, all the evaluators except Toastmaster Suguna or except others are qualified, but there was a technical problem. Now I leave it to the president to decide because he had a net issue. She took total 5 minutes 20 seconds. President can decide. Toastmaster Suguna took 5 minutes 20 seconds.
Yeah, she will disqualify. The others are qualified.
Okay.
TM Latif, can we initiate the poll? TM Latif? We cannot hear you.
I'm saying just 1 second. I'll just amend. Best evaluator. Here you go.
Now we have less than 1 minute for the polling. All our requests to
Waiting for 5 more votes. Yes.
Please give in your votes.
I'm ending the poll. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Latif. Now let me welcome you again to give in your report as for the R counter. TM Latif Mansoor.
Who would have thought 8 speakers and 8 messages, and yet you're not tired? You can see from my eyes, you can see from my words, you can see from my voices. I am not tired, and I just want more speeches. One plus point, none of them were looking unprepared. Everybody was prepared. So I and ums were almost none. There were few repeated words, which I would suggest or no, because this was just like around 5% of all the speeches what we have heard. So I'm a proud while I was noticing that I had few repeated words, which I feel could have avoided. For example, DTM Sunil had said some lessons learned or no. There were many things. TM Joby had a lot of complete something was repeated words. Other than that, very proud moment for me to announce that today the debutant TMOD Shruti was amazing. She had everything well sentenced. Everyone was well welcomed. I love the way she has named each and every one. Everybody had a different way of expressions and calling up. Lovely. So keep this energetic meeting always and enjoy. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, TM Latif, for the wonderful report. Let me now invite DTM Mahesh Iyer to give his pronunciation report. DTM Anil,
all the captivating and still energetic Toastmasters. As I told in the beginning, today my work was very much lesson, but somewhere some stones or bitten stones were there, where we are supposed to take care of the pronunciations. We always have a wrong habit of using our own mother language in the English pronunciations. Like I have. It is not I have, it is I have. And the same way, different words are mixed with the mother tongue of each and every person. There is no harm in having your own style of speaking. Definitely, there is a room for improvement. Thank you very much for opening the eyes for special kind of pronunciations. Let us all have a right pronunciation. Let us all talk to other mirrors. You yourself will understand where you had gone wrong. Be the best judge of yourself. I have a captivating slogan for everybody, that take a mirror, keep a mirror, you will always be a mirror for others. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM Mahesh Iyer, for the report. Let me now welcome TM Bijopi Babu as the Heart Master. Let us have a very interesting session. Welcome, Bijopi Babu.
Thank you, Toastmasters Susan Abraham. Good evening again, all Toastmasters and guests. I know you all are very good speakers and good listeners as well. Listening is an art. Now, we are going to check how well we have listened to today's meeting, 8 speakers. I don't mention any name of the persons. Please unmute your mic and join with me. Okay, let us go.
Yes.
Are you selling his heart? Are you selling his heart?
Jiju.
Jiju.
No.
DTM
Are you
Sunil
selling
Thomas.
his... Sorry?
DTM Sunil Thomas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
DTM Sunil Thomas. Time is a rare luxury which cannot be purchased at any cost. Time is rare.
TM Shruti.
Exactly. Toastmaster Shruti. One of our speakers, DTM Anil Kumar, explained the different type of leadership styles. How many type of leadership style he presented? How many type of
8.
leadership? Exactly, 8 type of leadership style he presented. One of our role player mentioned the best leader tend to be a great listener. The best leader tend to be a great listener. It's none other than that's me.
Toastmaster Biju.
I was just scared of giving your name.
Okay. If your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you
TM
are
Joy.
Joy.
TM Joy.
TM Joy, TM
Toastmaster
Joy.
Yes, yes.
Who is your best friend? Who is your best friend?
Mahesh Iyer, DTM Mahesh Iyer.
Correct. On the presentation share, how the learning, how your learning, how has completed your life with outside the Toastmasters.
Jiju.
How the learning has impacted your life outside the Toastmasters.
DTM Pramukh?
No.
I have used it.
That is a DTM Mahesh Iyer.
DTM Mahesh.
We have to listen carefully.
Best view comes after the hardest climb. Best view comes after the hardest climb.
It's the evaluator, I think.
No, it is Toastmaster Jomi.
Made a think a lot, yeah. Good.
Can we imagine a life without science and technology? Can we
Toastmaster
imagine? Toastmaster Anima. Next one. No system is 100% perfect. No
Jiju.
system.
Jiju.
Toastmaster Jiju Raman. Yes. That push may be most significant.
DTM Pramukh.
I felt an electricity passes in my body.
DTM Pramukh.
DTM Pramukh. One more from evaluators. You painted those colors. You painted those colors.
TM Abhijit.
Toastmaster Abhijit Roy.
DTM Abhijit, yeah.
Yes.
Time is crucial. Time is crucial.
TM Shiba.
Toastmaster Shiba. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Biju Babu, for a wonderful and interesting session. Now we come to the end of the evaluation session. I would like to give my evaluation for this wonderful meeting. I can say it is filled with wow factors. I need applauses from everyone for all the wows during the meeting. Let me start with how wonderfully the meeting was arranged. The meeting agenda was put in. The hard work put in by our VPE, TM Latif Mansoor Ali. It's a commendable task, and we appreciate arranging the 8 speakers arranging the evaluators. A great applause, a wonderful applause to TM Latif Mansoor Ali. I would like to actually give applause to one and all of the role players, speakers, and evaluators. Each one did their role wonderfully well, and within the time, I know some of the speakers and evaluators had some network issues, but still, within those they tried to resolve it as soon, and it all was done very well. TM Joy started the meeting on time and with a great quote. TM Condal Reddy welcomed the guests, and all the guests were welcomed very well. And I would like to say that this meeting had a great participation. Hope we can continue not only our own team members, but also our team members from other clubs and guests. Really a warm welcome to all the guests and all the members who joined from other clubs. Overall, the meeting went wonderfully, and all's well that ends well. Soon we'll be ending, and I know all of you are in a hurry. So we have people from Pakistan joining in, we have people from India, we have people from Malaysia. So everyone's on the go to go back to their work. I would like to say it's such a wonderful speech and speakathon that was arranged today. And only one thing that everyone just, especially the speakers and the evaluators, just check on the network issues and try to keep a standby so that there is no glitches and you can present it without the time overlooking the time. I mean, some speakers were not able to say within the time. Speakers, let them practice a little more that it is within this time. And I wish all the speakers, all the participants, all the very best. Thank you. And over to TMOD of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and all the role players for the wonderful evaluation. Are we taking the photo now? TM Latif?
Yes, request everyone to switch on the camera. So
everyone, please switch on the camera. We'll have a group photo.
DTM Anil. Yes, we would like to see you also.
They might have gone
Smile.
to bed because it's Goa. Oh, energy.
Oh, here it is. Here's your secret. Okay, smile. One more. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, General Evaluator. Thank you, all the role players, for the wonderful evaluation report and records. Now, we are moving to the voting for the best role player. Toastmaster Manoj Mathur, can you please confirm if all the role players have presented the reports in the specified time?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So Toastmaster Latif, can we have the polls?
Why we are having voting?
Unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous. I'll end the votes.
Okay, thank you, TM Latif. So before ending today's meeting, I would like to just say a few more words. This was one of the most captivating experiences I had till now, being a Toastmaster in Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. With so many speakers and speeches highlighting different sides of daily life and actions through different perspectives was truly enlightening. Hope we can integrate what we learned today in our daily lives. And may we all be able to see opportunities in each problem that arises. Rather than worrying why the problems happen to me, let us all change and try to think maybe it's a lesson or stepping stone to something better. Rather than worrying about the future and regretting over the mistakes of the past, let us try to live in the present with hope, even if it's in the midst of problems. Because at the end of the day, how much ever we worry in the present, future will happen, and it will always prove to be better. As our friends in Pakistan are celebrating their Independence Day today, our Indian friends are celebrating Independence Day tomorrow. BTC would be hosting a virtual celebration of 75th Independence Day of India tomorrow over the virtual platform of Zoom. All the guests, Toastmaster Anu John, Toastmaster Anil Peter, Abhijit Roy DTM, Toastmaster Gauri, Toastmaster Willie Hill, Shivanandini Ramasamy, all are specially invited to the meeting, and all our BTC Toastmasters would be present, I hope, without any special special invitation. So hope we can all have a wonderful time tomorrow also. Thank you all for being a part of today's meeting and wish you all the best, and over to the President.
Wow. I can say wow and thank you each and everyone to keep the memories of today's Speakathon meeting. And hard work is true and proven that the BTC is Capitative Toastmasters in District 20. So thank you each and everyone to being part of this meeting and giving your voice to learn for us. And every speaker is given one positive note to take away from this today's meeting. And 2.5 hours is very less. So we can another 200 hours we can extend to listen such as speakers. So thank you very much to giving a wonderful experience to all of us. And with the conclusion, and we have some awards to giving for those as speakers. We are just in 2 minutes, we will announce those. Before that, yeah, we will go announce. No, before
it's ready.
Before that, just to keep 1 minute. Before that, I want to hear few feedbacks from our guest speakers today. All over the global, they joined to us. So I will go one by one. Toastmasters Anu John. She's here. Toastmaster Anu.
Toastmaster Anu left.
Anu is not there now.
Toastmaster Anil Peter, how are you? Toastmaster Anil Peter. Okay, we'll come back. Our area director is here today. Toastmaster Willie Hill. Toastmaster Willie Hill, how are you? Can you unmute? Yeah. So how you feel today, our first meeting in our area director to attend at Bhavan's Toastmasters Club? How you feel today's meeting?
It's I guess any organization is reflection of the leader. So I think you've been doing an outstanding job with the participation tonight, the enthusiasm, and look forward to come to future meetings. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Willie. So please be in touch with us, and you can join in our meeting in every alternate second Saturday. We have a meeting. So let's move for Toastmaster Gauri. How you feel our BTC meeting today?
Hi, thanks again. It was truly a captivating meeting. Actually, it's 1:45 a.m. over here, and yet I'm not asleep yet. Actually, I started my day today at 12:30 p.m. and I guess it has been more than half a day, attending more than 4 meetings, Toastmasters meetings. So it was a Toastmasters kind of marathon today for me. And I truly learned a lot from you guys today because it has just been 15 days since I joined Toastmasters as a member. And every day has been such, it just keeps me boosted attending Toastmasters. And especially today, it was truly a captivating meeting. Thanks a lot for having me here.
Thank you. Thank you for your feedback and
And
for your
yes, yeah, happy Independence Day to all Indians.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Same to you. So now we will hear our past area director, Mr. Shiva. Can you give your feedback on what the improvements we need for Speakathon?
It was a great event. Thank you for organizing such a great Speakathon. I enjoyed it very well. Every speech, each and every speech fair also. Congratulations all the speakers and evaluators. Thank you for organizing such a wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Sibaj. So can I have here feedback from the Anil Peter? Toastmaster Anil Peter, how you feel our club meeting and how can you give some feedback about meeting?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. This was my first meeting or attendance in this club's meeting. It was very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Most importantly, the organization level which you have, organizing such a big event with all the role players, then having it so in a such smooth manner that I did not even feel that it was my first meeting in a club like this. So everybody, I think, played their role amazingly. Congratulations to all of you. You're a great club, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anil. Please be in touch with us, and whenever you get time, you please join with our meeting. So let we move for small one. Our past director, past president, Toastmaster Santosh. How you enjoyed our Speakathon?
Well, no, it's of course all the veterans and distinguished Toastmasters, senior Toastmasters presented today's speeches, and it is crafted well. Of course, kudos to our VP Education, Toastmaster Latif, and the President T.M. Pandal Reddy, and all the role players did their roles excellent. Absolutely, pretty quality meeting, and it's all captivated. All the Toastmasters captivated the attention of the audience, and kudos to all the role players and Toastmasters, our members, and continue this saga. Of course, the BTC East or West, BTC is the West. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, immediate past president. So let's now we will move for the announcements of the winners, today's speakers and evaluators and role players. This I will hand over to our VP Education, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, to present for the certificates.
Thank you, President. We have always heard you all are winners, but today it is exceptional. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting the club, supporting yourself, and I enjoy each and every growth. So let's share the results, the stars of the meeting.
Drum rolls.
Yeah, so today was a speakathon. So we have 3 speakers, 3 winners. So third place winner, 1 second.
Those 2.
Yeah, third place winner is DTM Sunil Thomas. He is our best speaker. Second place winner, Chiju. Congratulations, you're always there on the podium. I think first is not to be required. He is already a champion speaker. Drum rolls for the first, DTM Pramukh.
Wow, DTM Pramukh, good.
Yes. Okay, we have the evaluation in process, and the third best evaluator, Toastmaster Shiba Pramukh. Second coming up, Toastmaster Anil Peter.
Congratulations.
First, yes, congratulations, everyone. First, undoubtedly, DTM Abhijit. Now, do I have to really inform who was the best role player? It's a tradition.
Oh.
I have to.
TMOD.
TMOD, yes. Amazing work.
It is TMOD.
Yes, but results are not yet over. I already have a surprise information to you that today's meeting was all the speakers were evaluated on a ballot on how the international judged ballot will be there. And I will really thank our guest, TM Sunil De Silva, all the way from Sri Lanka. He supported our event and I'm really thankful for him. So according to him, first place winner, sorry, I'll go with third. Third place winner, TM Mahesh Iyer. Congratulations. I'll repeat, these are just on the international speech ballot. Second, DTM Sunil Thomas. And first, he breaks all the record, DTM Pramukh Bose. So these are the Critics Award, which I will also share a certificate. And I really would love if we can implement this so that we can have all the speakers know what it is. Plus, I will ask our guest, TM Sunil De Silva, if he can share some of his feedback.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Latif, for giving me this Maya, who introduced me to you. And I am very happy to be present here today because it was a very lovely meeting. And from our time, it's 11 p.m. now, 11:30. And by this time, I would be fast asleep. But I wanted to find out what this Bhavan Club is doing in Kuwait. I was interested to find out how you conduct the meetings. I'm really, really amazed at the speeches, the quality of the speeches, the use of the words, the language that they used, the expression. There are a few triads also I noted, which was used by 2 or 3 speakers, which is really lovely. I think most of the speeches are from projects. I think that's the reason that most of the speakers had to resort to the PowerPoint presentations. Sometimes it takes the attention away from the audience. But here, of course, you can't avoid it. But some did justice to that. Especially, I really admired some who really made use of it. Though it was on a slide, they spoke to the audience. That was a great thing. That is really appreciative. And also, I think hands off. I should really congratulate all the evaluators. They were really class of a class, right? Especially, I really enjoyed the way they presented it, and did not really hurt the feelings of a person, but encouraging, as the Toastmasters say. It's really, you come here for improvement and encouragement, and those are very positive feedback that each and every one of you would have got. A great meeting. I think I'm really happy that I attended the meeting And it is nice to see a difference for the meetings that we also had. Thank you once again, Toastmaster Api, for giving me this opportunity, and hope your club and your speakers will do well in the incoming events. Over to you.
Thank you, Sunil De Silva. D'Souza, very much. Thank you for your time and your feedbacks, and we'll definitely improve for ourselves, and we will learn from every speakers. So thank you so much for taking this your time, efforts, and to doing this wonderful. So with this, we will officially adjourn the meeting. If any feedbacks, we have time. So thank you everyone to being in this evening, and as a wonderful experience to me to conduct. And lastly, I want to listen from Toastmaster Manoj Matthew how you feel about the